Hello and welcome to a new Pack With Me video alongside a trip announcement. If you're new here, hello, my name is Emily and I make cruise and travel videos, and today we are getting ready to pack for the next trip. Where are we going? Are you ready? We are going to Alaska. I'm so excited, and I know I say I'm excited every time because travel just excites me. I genuinely get so excited about visiting new places and cruising and trying new cruise lines and cruise ships. It all fascinates me and I love every single second of it. So apologies in advance if I say I'm excited about something, because I am. Yes, we are going to Alaska and we are doing a 7-night inside passage cruise with Princess. We are sailing on Discovery Princess and we are sailing from Seattle, which is in Washington State. We are flying in on Saturday the 24th of June to Seattle, and then we will be embarking Discovery Princess on the 25th of June, so this day after. We are flying in the day before. I highly recommend doing that at least, if not more days. We're flying in only a day before because we have been to Seattle before. So yes, we fly in on the Saturday. We are staying at a hotel in downtown Seattle. We're staying at the Hyatt at Olive 8. I've stayed in Hyatt hotels before and I've always really enjoyed them. So hopefully this one will be a good one as well. I am most looking forward to it. It has an in-store pool. So my ideal situation is I come off my 9-hour 45-minute flight, get to my hotel, go and have a swim, because I think that's going to be the most relaxing thing I can do after a long flight. So we fly to Seattle on the Saturday. We then embark Discovery Princess on the Sunday. We have an early port arrival time. One of the good things about Princess is you can choose your port arrival time on their app, and I picked the Group A arrival time, which is 11 to 11:30. So we'll get there nice and early, get on board, have lunch, go to the spa, have a look around the spa, and then just enjoy what the ship has to offer until we have our sail away party. I'm excited to do a sail away party as well with Princess. They obviously weren't around when I sailed with them back in 2021. And then we then head up the inside passage to Alaska. So we are going to 3 ports in Alaska. We are doing Ketchikan, we are doing Juneau, and we are doing Skagway. We are then doing a stop in Victoria, Canada on our way back to Seattle, and we have 2 sea days. So we have excursions booked on each port day. We chose to book excursions through Princess just for the peace of mind of knowing, you know, the ship will wait, the ease of it, given that we've never been to the ports before, that sort of thing. We're also going to try and do some self-exploration as well, if time allows for it, and just explore, see what those different ports have to offer. So in terms of cabin, we have booked a balcony cabin on the starboard side of the ship. We have not booked the Princess Plus package, so if you are new to Princess offer 3 different options when you book a cruise with them. So you have the standard option, which is what we've booked, the Princess Plus option, and then you've got the Princess Premier option, I think it is. So flight wise, we are flying British Airways from London Heathrow to Seattle. We are flying economy to Seattle, but very excitedly we're flying premium economy home from Seattle. I have a BA credit card and get points, so I had some points to use and just thought, you know what, it's a long flight, both there and back in fairness, and I don't do well West Coast USA to the UK, so I thought it'd be a nice treat for us to try premium economy with British Airways, and also show you all what it's like. So we are flying home premium economy. Flying out to Seattle, we have a luggage allowance of 123 kilogram case each, plus we can have a cabin case plus a handbag, which is one of the great things I like about BA, is that you get quite a lot of decent amount of luggage. We have purchased an additional case for flying out to Seattle, and the reason being is that because it is an Alaskan cruise, there's quite a lot of bulky clothes. You know, with a 2-week Caribbean cruise, it's shorts, t-shirts, dresses, swimsuits, and then your sort of bits and pieces. But with Alaska, there are layers and scarves and hats and coats and waterproof and, you know, waterproof shoes and all that comes with it, that I'll show you when I come round to packing. So we have purchased an extra case between us for flying out to Seattle, but we've only purchased it one way, and the reason being is when we fly home premium economy, when you fly premium economy with British Airways, you get 2 23 kilogram cases each. So that gives us some flexibility there as well. And then you get your hand luggage as well, which I think is really great. We're flying from Heathrow Terminal 5, which I'm so excited to get back and see Heathrow Terminal 5. It's my favourite terminal at Heathrow. So yeah, so I think that's pretty much everything. I am vlogging each and every day, so from travel day, and I will do each individual day vlogs. So yeah, so I'll vlog each day, so do stick around and follow along. So please subscribe, like, comment. If you've been to Alaska, what was your favourite port? What was your favourite excursion? If you've been on Princess, what's your favourite cocktail? I love a margarita, and I know that Princess do 24 karat margaritas, they do mango margaritas, which are amazing, and they do, I think they do a glacier margarita for when we're sort of glacier watching, which I forgot to say, we are going to Endicott Arm and Dawes Glacier on the Wednesday, so I'm so excited to see a glacier up close. So we're doing that. But yeah, so stick around, we've got quite a few videos to come. It's a 7-night cruise with the front and back is, you know, embarkation, disembarkation, travel day, all included. So do stick around, like, subscribe. I hope you really enjoy these videos. So after all that, it's probably time to get packing. So I'm gonna finish finalising my outfits, and then I will see you in the morning to pack. So today is packing. So I've got everything laid out, outfits all ready to go. So let's get packing. Right, let's go through what's on the bed first, because there, as you can see, it's a lot. So let's go through it. So first up in here we have a hair turban or a hair towel, one of the wrap style things. I really like these for keeping hair out of my face both at home and on holiday, so I've got one of them. I have got pyjamas. I've got one pair of pyjamas plus some like socks to wear in the cabin, because we've got a balcony cabin, so I'm going to be really cosy if we're like sort of stepping outside briefly. Next up I've got jumpers. So I've got 2 jumpers for during the actual cruise. So I've got a stripy, sort of white and navy stripe, and a black one just for sort of if you're in the room, or if the ship is cold, or if I'm like outside glacier viewing, that sort of thing. So I've got that. We've then got sort of accessories. So I've got gloves, so 2 pairs of gloves, 2 hats, and then some scarves. Because we're going to Alaska, it's sort of the end of June, early July. We don't know what the weather's really going to be like, so better to have them just in case. We then have more jumpers. So I've got 2 hoodies there for when we're out doing excursions. So we've got 4 days of port days, so I can wear each jumper twice, which is absolutely fine because we do need to save some space. Then have just a pair of sort of lightweight trousers, maybe for wearing around the ship during ship days, and then 2 pairs of shorts just in case the weather is nice and leggings are too hot. We then have a couple of extra t-shirts, so these are additional to the ones that I've already outfit planned for, and I just thought better to have a couple of extras in case I want to go to the gym or something like that. So 3 t-shirts there. This is swimwear, so I've got 2 swimming costumes. We do have a swimming pool at our hotel in Seattle, as well as the swimming pools on board. I do want to use the swimming pools. There's also a spa which hopefully we will get to experience, so I thought 2 swimming costumes better, so that if one's drying I can use the other one. I've also got some goggles and a swim cap just in case I don't want to get my hair wet. So that's swimming costumes. This is underwear, so I've just got all that packed up. As you can see, I do love a packing cube, and I think they're the best way to pack. These are compressible ones, so when I pack them up they will shrink down to a lovely small size. Moving on to a load of pouches. As you can see, I clearly love a pouch and to be organised. So first up we've got the medical pouch. Obviously if you are injured or unwell on board then please do go and see the medical staff, but I've just got some sort of motion sickness bits in here in case it's a little bit rough. I've also got plasters and some bite stuff and some painkillers, so that's what's in there. This pouch has got reusable cotton pads and then face cloths. That's that. I've got a book. I thought I'd use this on the plane. We've then got some sweets for the plane. It is quite a long flight, so I thought I'd get some fruit pastels. I've got 1 packet for going to Seattle, 1 packet for coming home. And then I also have a Robinson's mini summer fruits drink, sort of a concentrate, which is great for adding to my water. We are taking our own water bottles and that always makes the water taste better. I've got a packable bag, so if we're doing any sort of shopping then it can go in there, so that it packs down nice and small. In here, I can't remember what I put in here actually. Hang on. So in here I have a little sewing kit, always handy to take a little sewing kit with you. I've got tissues and then it's like my hairband and face sponges. But yeah, always handy to take a sewing kit because you just never know when you need it. So that's in there. So we've got deck chair clips. How much we will actually go and sit outside on deck chairs, I'm not really sure, because it's not really a sunbathing holiday like a Caribbean holiday or a Mediterranean, for example. But we do have them just in case, because as I said, I do want to use the pools. Next up is a little pouch of things to use whilst travelling and whilst on board. So these, I've got a couple of these. So these are the luggage labels for the cruise ship. So because we're flying from London to Seattle, we will obviously have our plane luggage tags on at that point. And because we're not embarking until the next day, we will then add our princess luggage tags, and we just thought these were the easier way. They just attach, so they're really handy, and then the luggage tag slides inside, so that's great. We then have some of these. So because I have sailed with Princess once before, but Mum's first time with Princess, I love the medallion. I think it's a great piece of technology. When I was on Regal Princess in 2021 on a solo cruise, I really enjoyed all the perks the Princess or Princess Plus offering and all that, and the medallion and what it can do. So it is Mum's first time, so I got these. So these are little sort of AirTag bracelets. I got them off Amazon, but you put AirTags and Princess medallions are exactly the same size, so that's going to go in there. Probably see it better on the blue one. So the medallion goes in there, and you can wear it like a watch. And rather than having a medallion, which I think is quite long, I think the medallion's quite long, so this is just better and just easy to wear. Yes, I'm just going to keep them in a pouch, and then that's all together. So that's another thing. I've mentioned my quiz book. I then have my toothbrush holder. Next pouch is my makeup pouch. I think it could obviously do clean. I will need to clean it before I go. But yeah, a really great thing, and it just keeps all my makeup nice and organised whilst I'm away as well, because it's all in one place. On this side of the bed, I've also got some other bits. So I've got my backpack. So this is my sort of day bag for when we are doing our excursions. It's by Kipling. I've had it, oh gosh, several years. Really good, lots of pockets, room for a water bottle, room for an umbrella, etc. just in case. Zip compartment, lots of compartments. So yeah, really good backpack to just take out for the day excursions. I then have got with me waist bag. I don't know if I will use it, but then I also may want to go to the gym, so I thought it may be useful to use when going to the gym, or if we're just doing something small, a lot easier to have that maybe than my backpack, but I'll take both just in case, because they literally are just flat. There's nothing to them, which is great. I then have my travel document holder. So this has got passport and insurance in for both of my mum and I. I will need to put her passport in. I will also need to put in our Esther's. I'm going to print off our Esther's information, and also our princess itinerary and things like that. I've then got, obviously not needed for this cruise, so I'll take them out, but you've got your EU cards, so that will come with us, just so it keeps all our documents safe and in one place. Makeup brush holder, again it needs a clean, but that's just going to keep all my makeup brushes in. Umbrella, because you never know what the weather's going to be. I've got a waterproof coat, I've got a cap, I'm taking wellies, but you know, just in case. I've got an umbrella, and it's a really good umbrella, so I'll have that. And then we've next got, if I move it, we've next got up my toiletry bag, so this is got all packed up and ready to go. Right then, so moving on to this side of the bed, I've got my travel pouch. This is from Lily and Bean, so it's just a really good sized pouch for putting all my bits that I want for the flight. Our flight is 9 hours 45 minutes, so it's a long flight, so everything I possibly need for that will go in there, and I will show you what I'm putting in here. We then have my hand luggage tote. You'll have seen this if you saw my Britannia vlog or my Britannia pack with me. It's a fantastic tote bag, and again from Lily and Me, and I love the personalised detailing. Then next up we have the Mulberry clutch or wallet on a chain. I've had this for several years now. It's fantastic. It is my travel bag because I put all my money, cards, etc. in it for travelling, and then it's my evening bag on board. So that's that one. Tech bag, all my cameras, chargers, memory cards, all that sort of bits and pieces is in there. I've got my in-ear headphones for when I watch things on my iPad or listen to things on my iPad during the flight. I then have some over-ear headphones as well for using for any entertainment British Airways provide. We are flying long haul, so they do provide backseat TVs, etc. And the film selection is usually pretty good, so them are very useful. These are very useful. Portable charger, always a necessity if you're going on a holiday. I can't recommend these enough. This is an Anchor one. I think I say this a lot. I've had this years, and it's fantastic and comes out every time I travel, and it's just always there in case I need it. I've got a sort of travel tripod, so because we do have a balcony, on our cruise. I've just got a tripod there for taking lots of photos, things like that, so that's in there. I've got my Canon compact camera for taking photos. This is, again, really old. I've had it, oh god, probably 10 years or more, but it is fantastic and takes amazing shots, really good zoom. This is amazing. Let me show you what this is. So the brand is Zoomzy, but it's a multi-charger for your phone, your Apple Watch, and then I guess if you have AirPods, for AirPods as well. But it's fantastic. It sort of folds up and down, so you can sort of have it either laid out like that, or if one's not needed, so I don't have AirPods for example, then it can go like that, but it charges your phone and your watch at the same time from one wire, and that's really good. And then it just folds up into some small little thing, goes in its case, and then it's fantastic. So I got that for Britannia because there was 3 of us in a cabin and we needed to sort of limit space, or maximise space. But yeah, so that's fantastic. Comes with a charger, so we have got multi adapters because we are flying with Princess, and Princess are an American cruise line, so they have American plugs. I think they've got the odd European plug. I don't think they've got any British 3-pin plug, so I have got in here 2 travel adapters, and this was probably the best one because it has USB ports, so, and a USB-C as well, which is fantastic, so they're in there. But so yeah, that I highly recommend. I got it from Amazon. I have sunglasses. I have a couple of pairs of sunglasses, just because you can never really have enough and I always lose them, so sunglasses. This pouch will be going in my hand luggage pouch, and it's just got little bits for the plane, so it's got wet wipes, tissues, sickness tablets, better to be safe, anti-bac, a pen, a highlighter, just little bits and pieces like that, which is great and just to keep with me. But I think that is pretty much everything on the bed. So let's show you my shoes and what outfits I'm taking, and then we can get packing. So these are all my outfits that I've picked out for the cruise. So I've got shirts, jumpers, t-shirts, leggings, you've seen my hoodies, and then I've got dresses for the evening whilst we're on board. But yes, I've got sort of my outfits, so that's what I'm wearing, that with leggings on the travelling up to Heathrow. I've got a jumper and leggings for the flight, a dress for when we get to Seattle, because we are planning to go out and do some exploring of Seattle the day we get there. I've then got some culottes and a t-shirt for embarking, dress. So basically I've got an outfit for every day during the day and then for the evening as well, and then a couple of spares just in case. And then I've got my outfit for travelling home, which is just a jumper and joggers, because I'm using it as a night flight and I will be sleeping the whole way home. But yeah, I've also got my evening dress for celebration or formal night. Finally, we have shoes and coats. So I'm taking 7 pairs of shoes. Is that excessive? Comment in the comments below, I guess. I have flip-flops, so if I'm going to the pool or the spa, I've got flip-flops. I've got sandals. I live in Birkenstocks during the summer, and on board I've got some white DAP style shoes, so I'll be wearing them probably for travel day, because they're nice and easy. Wellies, so yeah, so we've got these wellies. They're from Jaws. We've had them maybe a year or two, but they're great. They're little ankle wellies, so they're not too tall or too heavy, and they're just perfect for sort of walking the dogs. But we were watching This Alaska Life, because I'm obsessed with it, quite frankly. I think it's a great channel. Tells you all about life in Alaska, as the title suggests, but really interesting. So she suggested these sort of boots, and we just hadn't thought about taking them before, so we're taking these as our sort of waterproof shoe. And then we've got our trainers. I've got a pair of trainers for the gym, or just if it's dry out I can wear them. And then we've got my 2 sort of shoes for the evenings. And then final pieces of clothing I am taking my Jaws waterproof raincoat. I've then got my sort of everyday winter puffer, which keeps me lovely and warm, but is also sort of water resistant, so I'm taking those 2. So I think coats, shoes, bits and pieces and everything, and then clothing. I think that's it. So time, I guess, to pack it all up.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
So the final bits to pack are the bits that will be in my hand luggage and that will go in my bag under the seat in front of me on the airplane, and what I'll use to carry bits on board Discovery Princess on Sunday. So as I said, I have this lovely pouch from Lily and Bean, which is the perfect thing, I think, for all my bits on the plane. So things that are going in my pouch: my iPad, it just slides on in. I am taking my in-ear headphones for when I'm listening to music or watching programs on my iPad. I plan on downloading some programs from Netflix before we fly. So headphones, also large headphones for if I'm listening to or watching programs on the BA entertainment system, so they go in there. I've got a pair of sunnies can go in, and then a packet of sweets for the journey. I'm also going to put in this pouch of little bits in there, and then in there. So more room. See, it's stocking up nicely, but still plenty of room. Then my phone, and then I think that's probably it. This is all just bits that's going to go in my hand luggage, which is this one. But I think that's it for my plane bag. I will probably put a bottle of water in, actually. So I've got a refillable water bottle I'll be taking with me. I need to pack that, so I haven't done that yet. But I'll be taking a refillable water bottle, so that will go in there as well. So I've got water on the plane. We are flying BA, so they do feed and water quite well. So I think that's it. So my plan is this bag will have everything in, and then when we get on board, the cabin case can go up in the overhead, this can go in the seat in front, and then I can just have this by me. So it's got everything in that I need, so I don't have to then start rummaging under the seat, which is all a bit faffy because we are flying economy there. So, you know, space is at a premium, space is limited, so having it there and not having to faff and make people move and do things like that is always good. But it's got everything in there then. So yeah, I think that's it. And then, so that is then all packed up. So I've got all my final little bits in there, and then that will be my bag for the airplane. And then everything else can go in the hold. There you go. So everything is packed. We're ready to go to Alaska. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all for travel day in a few days' time.